In January of 2026, my wife and I got to stay at the Conrad Hilton in Tulum, Mexico, as usual, for free. This is what we thought when we went drunk. So not only are we lucky enough to have been to over 50 resorts like this, but once a year we actually get to go for free. So as usual, it started off with first class flights down to Cancun, and then it's about an hour drive or so up to Tulum. Tulum's very famous for like Chichen Itza and stuff like that. We've done all that before, but we haven't stayed at the Conrad Hilton. Now, being a Hilton property, it was a little bit more high end and it was connected to some sister properties. So first thing we did was check in. Now, before I go into any more detail, I have to apologize to you that this isn't going to be our typical review video because we didn't take a lot of footage. But let's start with our room. So at the time I'm filming this, I don't know what type of room this is at the Conrad Tulum. It's level 2, 3214. We just literally walked in. Our luggage is right there. So it looks like there's a little bit of a bar right here with some water and a water bottle, which is kind of nice. Then you have 2 Tecate, 1 Coke, 1 Sprite, and some water in there, which I assume they're gonna refill, some wine. And here's the room. So I thought we had 1 king bed. And as I said earlier in the video, we didn't pay for this trip, so definitely not gonna complain, at least on camera. But 2 queen beds, that's perfect. 1 for Mrs. X and 1 for me. So let's see. Looks like plenty of charging ports next to the bed. Yep, plenty, which is nice. You have a little seating area right here with a little table. Looks like they did give us an ocean view, which is magnificent with, a big balcony and a little hot tub out there. That is fantastic. Again, you're getting my raw reaction. That's really nice. And then so this is kind of perspective. You have the TV right there. And I don't think this is an adults only, so they might not have a channel 262. Here is just a shower with somewhere you can sit and look outside. Hopefully they have a blind for that. I don't really care if they do or not, but that's a very interesting perspective. The shower, you can see, people can watch you. Double vanity, fantastic, with dental kits, vanity kits. This is lotion, and then soap right there. Looks great. And this is probably the water closet. Wow, it's all wet in here.
I think they just mopped it.
Oh, okay. So a little water closet in there, and then some weird sea stuff to look at.
Did you see this?
It's probably just like this. And you have some closets with some very silky robes, a little iron, which is good. We have a few formal events.
It has a safe.
And there's a safe in the next one. So that is the ocean view. I don't know what they call this room. I probably said it earlier in the video because I haven't filmed that part yet. But bye. First thing I'm going to talk about is the grounds. It was a fantastic hotel. Not only the beauty of some of the secluded areas, as you can see right here, which was pretty neat. You could really get off the beaten path. The beach was beautiful as well. It was very small, and then seaweed came up on it daily, but they always cleaned it. We didn't really swim because it was January, although the temperature was nice. We just didn't dive into the ocean, but they had 2 giant pools that were infinity pools. Around the pools, they not only had cabanas, some you could rent, some were free, but they had plenty of chairs. It was very slow that time of year. And a lot of walking bridges like this, and even infinity decorative pools. So like right here, it wasn't something you would really swim in, but the grounds, they did an amazing job keeping it up. I was really, really impressed with that. Just the sheer beauty of looking at the Caribbean and the sand and the resort was pretty nice. And it was really easy to get around too. Everything was very, very close. As I said, this was a free work trip, so there was some work events, and for confidentiality reasons, I'm not showing you too much of it, but they did an amazing job with our group and the different events that we had, from big dinners to receptions. You can see some of it right here. Oh, look at Mr. X up on stage. Yeah, my voice cracked. Up on stage giving a speech. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail like I do on the other videos about the different restaurants for many reasons. One, we didn't really take a lot of video. We were busy engulfed in it. But I'll tell you this with the restaurants. Lots of choices. You do have to make reservations, which are really easy to do, whether you do it on the app or you do it with the concierge. And this food, I would say, is in the top 10% of all-inclusive resorts. It was really good. I highly recommend it if food is your go-to. The bars were very average, and what I say when I mean average is they were available in certain spots at certain times. It wasn't horribly inconvenient because the resort was so small, and we definitely found our little caveats of places to go that were more advantageous, but the drinks were very inconsistent. So Mrs. X's favorite drink is an amaretto sour. She had probably 7 different types of amaretto sours. They all tasted different depending on who the bartender was. On a side note, we did buy the all-inclusive package. It is a separate price for this resort. Now, with that all-inclusive package, we also had access to a little tiny off-the-beat private club and free room service. And the room service food was actually very, very good. I really give them a lot of props for that. And so was the food in the restaurants as well. They did a really nice job overall. As far as activities, I don't know what they have to offer. You can check out the resort in the link in the description below. I'm not promoting the resort, but the really nice thing about it was we had all of our own activities with the company we were with there. And again, I'm not showing you a lot of that just due to confidentiality, but I would highly recommend this resort. The other thing I'd recommend is they had an amazing spa. Not only from the quality of the massages that we got, but they have a nice joint area and they have a nice private men's and women's area that have a lot of additional features. And the service at the spa was off the hook. The service in the rest of the resort, I would definitely say is above average. I wouldn't say the best I've ever seen or had, but I really, really enjoyed it. And you're looking right now, again, at just a lot of short videos that we took of the resort. Again, this is probably our worst travel review we've ever done because we did not go to the resort with the intention to make it a travel video. We went to enjoy. This is actually the first time in 5 years that Mr. X hasn't had to plan this trip for 80 people. We had about 200 or 300 people there, and Mr. and Mrs. X were just participants other than a little bit of organization and that speech that I had to give on stage. But it was a really great time. The service is definitely better than average. The food is near the top, and the drinks, like I said, very mid, but I think that's not a bad thing necessarily. I would highly recommend you get the all-inclusive package when you go here. Again, it's a separate line item, but definitely worth it in the end. And the rooms were very spacious, very comfortable. Is it the best all-inclusive I've ever stayed at? No. But I think overall, I would definitely put it in the top 25%. The one huge disadvantage for this is the location. When you land in the Cancun airport, it's anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half away, which obviously affects flight times. After a long day of travel is always a negative. So for those reasons, I would definitely probably not come here again, but it's just the location. So again, you can definitely check it out. It is the Conrad Hilton in Tulum. And just so you know, Conrad is kind of a top tier brand for Hilton. But for the rest of this, I will just let you enjoy some of these short videos to some music. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you listen to my recommendation. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Yes, we're still giving away $1,000 statues at every 5,000 subscriber milestone. You have to make sure you're subbed to the channel, you like the video, and then leave a comment. We're going to pick a random comment on a random video and give away those statues. In the meantime, check out some of these other videos and my social media. Talk to you soon. Take care.